1.2 Food and cooking. 1. Food. Fish and seafood. 1.
Crab,
7.
lobster,
5.
mussels,
6.
prawns,
2.
salmon,
3.
squid,
4.
tuna,
Meat. 11.
Beef,
12.
chicken,
9.
duck,
10.
lamb,
8.
pork,
Fruit and vegetables. 20.
aubergine,
14.
avocado,
25.
beetroot,
13.
cabbage,
24.
cherries,
22.
courgette,
18.
cucumber,
23.
grapes,
27.
green beans,
26.
lemon,
19.
mango,
15.
melon,
21.
peach,
16.
pear,
28.
raspberries,
17.
red pepper,
1.3 2. Cooking. 6.
baked,
5.
boiled,
1.
fried,
2.
grilled,
4.
roast,
3.
steamed,
1.4 3. Phrasal verbs. 1.
I eat out a lot because I often don't have time to cook. Luckily, there are lots of good restaurants near where I live.
2.
I'm trying to cut down on coffee at the moment. I'm only having 1 cup at breakfast.
3.
The doctor told me that I should completely cut out all cheese and dairy products from my diet.
1.5 1.
What do I need to make the soup?
Well, first of all, you need raw beetroot, not the cooked kind. 3 or 4 should be enough.
2.
What are you going to have as a starter?
I think I'll have the spicy prawns. I love hot food.
3.
How should I cook this fresh tuna?
Just grill it for a few minutes on each side.
4.
Are you going to the shops? Could you get me some low-fat yogurts?
Sure. What flavour do you want?
Just plain.
5.
What else can I put in this rice salad?
Well, we've got some tinned red peppers. How about those?
6.
I never buy frozen raspberries.
No, they taste okay, but the texture just isn't the same.
1.6 3.
Cat. Crab salad.
1.
Fish. Grilled squid.
4.
Car. A jar of raspberry jam.
2.
Tree. E. Steamed green beans.
7.
Bull. A good cook.
5.
Clock. O. Hot sausages.
6.
Horse. Or. Raw pork.
8.
Boot. Oo. Tuna with beetroot.
1.7. Emma.
Definitely tea. I went to Slovenia on holiday recently and I was staying at a hotel and they didn't have any real English breakfast tea. I really missed it in the mornings.
Sarah.
I absolutely love pasta and I try and eat it whenever I can. So I would find it really difficult to live without pasta. Pasta and pesto is my favourite meal and I have it at least twice a week, normally when my husband's away because he's always telling me not to eat so much pasta.
John.
Yes, quite often. My wife's from Asia, from Indonesia, so we often eat hot food. I love hot food, curries, any Indonesian food. I also love Thai food, like a good green curry.
Rob.
I guess like a lot of people, I tend to eat chocolate in that situation. Chocolate or ice cream, maybe. Definitely something sweet.
James.
Only caffeine, actually, which I didn't used to be. I used to drink a lot of coffee, but a few years ago I started noticing that it was affecting me quite badly when I drank coffee. I was getting headaches and I've never been tested for it, but I've stopped drinking caffeine in coffee, and I think I feel better.
Sean.
I like spicy ones, and I like them with meat, so maybe pepperoni? That's what I always end up ordering in an Italian restaurant.
1.8. Part 1.
With me today, I have Mariana Livaditaki, head chef of Morito Restaurant in Hackney. Hello.
Hello.
Mariana, what was your favourite food when you were a child?
Well, at home we ate a funny mixture, and because of my parents, fresh fish, bacon and eggs for breakfast on Sundays, and traditional apple pies. But my favourite was fish. We ate fish every day, which my dad caught. In fact, my dad still goes fishing every night.
Wow.
Yeah, we were really lucky because not all families could do that, could eat fish every day. Even on an island, fish is expensive, unfortunately.
Did your dad catch fish for the family or for the restaurant?
For both, except for lobsters. When he caught a lobster, he never sold it. It was always for us. We boiled it and ate it with lemon and olive oil. You don't need anything except lemon and olive oil when fish and seafood is really fresh. That's how I cook lobsters nowadays in the restaurant, in Morito.
Were you interested in cooking when you were a child?
Oh, yes. I spent every evening in our restaurant, and instead of playing with the other children, I usually helped in the kitchen. I wrote down recipes which I wanted to cook for the family in a small blue notebook.
So your love of food and cooking came from your parents?
From my parents and also from my aunt, and from many inspiring ladies who surrounded me when I was growing up. My aunt, Thea Kula, had animals, a garden, olive trees and grapes. In the summer, I often spent all day with her. She knew everything about wild food in Crete. She only ate what she had grown or found or made herself. Such a beautiful way to eat.
Did you ever eat out as a child?
Never in the evening, because our restaurant was open for dinner 7 days a week. But occasionally my mum used to buy me and my brother souvlaki for lunch, a sort of Greek sandwich with pita bread. Inside it has pork, tomato, red onion and lots of thick yogurt.
1.9. Part 2.
So, did you always want to be a chef, to have your own restaurant?
No, not at all. I wanted to be a psychologist. And when I was 18, I came to the UK to study at Kent University. Then I decided I didn't want to be a psychologist after all, and I went travelling for a bit. I'd saved some money at university because I worked in the evenings. I went all around Southern Europe and also to South America, to Ecuador. I tried all sorts of different dishes and fell in love with food again. So I went back to Crete and worked in our family restaurant for 2 years.
Why did you come back to the UK?
Well, I wanted to continue working as a chef, but I needed a bigger challenge. And when I was a student in the UK and I missed good food, I used to save money to go to London to have dinner in a restaurant called Morrow. It wasn't Greek food, but it was Mediterranean, Spanish, North African, and I loved it. So when I came back to London, I went to Morrow and I said, I want a job. And they gave me one.
And what happened then?
Well, really slowly, through hard work, and after 7 years, I became head chef. It was magic. And then the owners of Morrow, Samantha and Samuel Clark, suggested that I help them open Morito.
How is Morito different from Morrow?
It's the same inspiration, and many of the dishes are similar, but because I run the kitchen, I have been able to have more Cretan dishes on the menu, dishes from my childhood. This week, for example, I'm making dakos, a Cretan salad made with fresh goat's cheese, tomato and bread.
Do you go back to Crete much?
Yes, I go to Crete maybe 4 or 5 times a year. My family's restaurant is closed now, but I go out for lunch with my friends, the people I miss when I'm in London. Food comes and we share everything. We always order too much, and by the end of it, we feel incredibly full.
Well, Mariana, it's been great chatting to you, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
1.10. 1.
You don't need anything except lemon and olive oil when fish and seafood is really fresh.
2.
This week, for example, I'm making dakos, a Cretan salad made with fresh goat's cheese, tomato and bread.
3.
I go to Crete maybe 4 or 5 times a year.
1.11. 1.
I live in London.
She works in a restaurant.
We don't eat meat.
Jack doesn't wear glasses. Where do you live?
Does the supermarket open on Sundays?
2.
She usually has cereal for breakfast.
I'm never late for work.
We only eat out about once a month.
1.12.
Is your sister still going out with Adam?
No, they broke up. She isn't going out with anyone now.
The phone's ringing. Can you answer it?
House prices are going up very fast at the moment.
1.13.
What are you looking for?
My car keys.
I'll help you in a moment.
But I need them now.
What are you cooking? It smells delicious.
I'm making pasta.
Great! I love pasta.
1.14.
The modern family. Family life is changing all over the world, and it's not just the structure of the family, but also its habits. A recent survey of British family life showed some surprising statistics.
Family structure. 60% of families have married parents. 22% are single-parent families. Only 14% of the single parents are men. 45% of families have one child, 40% have two, and 15% have three or more. 11% of families have stepchildren. On average, women get married at 30 and men at 32.
Family habits. 20% of families only eat together once or twice a week, and 10% never eat at the same time. They visit friends or extended family twice a month. 17% of people have family members who they never speak to or contact. 75% of people are happiest with their families and 17% with their friends. The average family has 2 rows each day, and the most common cause is children or teenagers refusing to put down their phones or tablets.
1.15 1.
So, what are you going to do next year, dear? Are you going to go to university? Adam? Can you hear me?
Sorry, Gran. What did you say?
I said, are you going to go to university next year?
No, Gran. I've already told you loads of times. I'm not going to go to university. I'm going to look for a job. I need to earn some money.
All right, dear, you don't need to shout. I can hear perfectly well, thank you. What's the time now?
10 to 4. Shall I make you a cup of tea?
Yes, please, dear. That'd be very nice.
2.
Bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye. Hey, what do you mean tomorrow? Aren't you coming back tonight?
No, I told you about it yesterday. I'm going to a party at Katie's. I'm staying the night there.
Who else is going?
Oh, just the usual crowd. You don't know any of them.
Well, make sure you don't go to bed too late. And don't forget to...
Bye!
Where's your coat? You can't go out like that. It's going to be cold tonight.
Bye!
3.
Can I use your car tonight?
No, you can't.
You said you didn't need it. Why can't I borrow it?
Because you won't look after it. You'll drive too fast.
I won't. I promise. I'll drive really slowly. I'll be really careful.
Oh, all right then.
Thanks. See you.
One 1.16 Future plans and intentions.
My sister's going to adopt a child.
Are you going to buy a new car or a second-hand one?
I'm not going to go home for the holidays. It's too far.
1.17 Predictions.
Barcelona are going to win. They're playing really well.
Look at those black clouds. I think it's going to rain.
1.18 Future arrangements.
Lorna and Jamie are getting married in October.
We're meeting at 10 o'clock tomorrow in Richard's office.
Jane's leaving on Friday and coming back next Tuesday.
1.19 Instant decisions, promises, offers, predictions, future facts, suggestions. 1.
I'll have the steak.
I won't tell anybody where you are.
I'll carry that bag for you.
You'll love New York.
Next year, Christmas Day will be on a Thursday.
2.
Shall I help you with your homework?
Shall we eat out tonight?
1.23. 2. Negative prefixes. Dis.
Unambitious.
Unfriendly.
Dishonest.
Unimaginative.
Unkind.
Disorganized.
Unreliable.
Unselfish.
Unsociable.
Untidy.
Im, ir.
Immature.
Impatient.
Irresponsible.
Insensitive.
1.24. 1.
Anxious. Ambitious. Generous. Rebellious.
2.
Sociable. Reliable.
3.
Responsible. Sensible.
4.
Competitive. Talkative. Sensitive.
5.
Unfriendly. Insecure. Impatient. Immature.
1.20.
I'm going to look for a job.
1.22. Personality. 1. What are they like? 1.
Selfish people think about themselves and not about other people.
2.
Spoilt children are rude and behave badly because they are given everything they want.
3.
Mature people behave like adults.
4.
Honest people always tell the truth and never steal or cheat.
5.
Charming people have an attractive personality and people like them.
6.
Sensible people have common sense and are practical.
7.
Sociable people are friendly and enjoy being with other people.
8.
Anxious people are often worried or stressed.
9.
Imaginative people have a good imagination.
10.
Independent people like doing things on their own, without help.
11.
Bossy people like telling other people what to do.
12.
Insecure people are not confident about themselves.
13.
Sensitive people can be easily hurt or offended.
14.
Stubborn people never change their opinion or attitude about something.
15.
Patient people can wait for a long time or accept difficulties without getting angry.
16.
Ambitious people want to be successful in life.
17.
Reliable people are ones who you can trust or depend on.
18.
Self-confident people are sure of themselves and their abilities.
19.
Rebellious people don't like obeying rules.
20.
Moody people have moods that change quickly and often.
21.
Competitive people always want to win.
22.
Affectionate people show that they love or like other people very much.
1.21. 1.
My sister's having a baby in April.
2.
Is anyone in your family moving house soon?
3.
Are you going to see your parents at the weekend?
4.
Do you think you'll live at home next year?
1.25.
Well, I can remember one terrible thing I did to my brother when we were teenagers. I have a twin brother. So we used to fight and argue a lot as kids and teenagers. And one time, when we were about 15, we were fighting, arguing. We shared a bedroom. So we were in our room, fighting each other, and I accidentally stabbed him in the finger with a penknife that I was holding in my hand. And it was a total accident. And I was holding it and I was kind of threatening him, but I didn't really mean to stab him, obviously. But I did. And I was absolutely horrified at what I'd done. And of course my brother, he looked down at his finger with his blood coming out from where I'd stabbed him, and he looked up at me and he said, "I'm going to tell Mum," which sort of made me laugh because, you know, we were both 15 at the time, and it was a very childish thing to say. And he ran downstairs to tell our mum, and I was absolutely terrified that she was going to be really angry with me, which she was, of course. But he was fine, by the way. It was a very small cut. He didn't have to go to hospital or anything. It was absolutely fine, but he's still... Now, and this is, you know, we're in our late 40s now, so this is 30 years ago, but he still sometimes tells people when we meet them about when I stabbed him. But yeah, it wasn't a very nice thing to do to him.
Well, my sister was 4 years older than me. She still is, actually. I remember once, when I was about 10 years old, I had a pet, a bird. It was a small green parrot called Charlie, and I really loved him. He lived in a cage, but I sometimes let him out to fly around the house, you know, so he could have some freedom. And one day I was in my bedroom and I let him out, but then something happened. I can't remember what, and I forgot about him for a while. And then suddenly I couldn't see him anymore. And, well, I looked everywhere for him. I looked all over the house, and I couldn't find him anywhere. Oh, I cried and I cried because, well, I was sure that he had flown out of the window. And my parents started to help me because they felt awful about it as well. And just when I was completely hysterical, my sister admitted that in reality, she had hidden him. She had shut him inside a cupboard, can you believe? Well, she opened the cupboard, and poor Charlie was there. He was so frightened, but we were all really relieved to find him. Oh, my sister was so horrible that day. Of course, now we get on really well, but I still remember what she did to poor Charlie. And sometimes, when she comes to see me, I hide her car keys or her purse or something, just to remind her of it. Is that bad?
1.26.
My name's Jenny Zielinski, and New York is my city. I live here, and I work for a magazine, New York 24/7.
My name's Rob Walker. I'm a writer on New York 24/7. You can probably tell from my accent that I'm not actually from New York. I'm British, and I came over to the States a few months ago.
I met Rob in London when I was visiting the UK on a work trip. He was writing for the London edition of 24/7. We got along well right away. I really liked him.
So, why am I in New York? Because of Jenny, of course. When they gave me the opportunity to work here for a month, I took it immediately. It gave us the chance to get to know each other better. When they offered me a permanent job, I couldn't believe it.
I helped Rob find an apartment, and now here we are, together in New York. I'm so happy. I just hope Rob's happy here too.
I really loved living in London. A lot of my friends and family are there, so of course I still miss it. But New York's a fantastic city. I've got a great job, and Jenny's here too.
Things are changing pretty fast in the office. We have a new boss, Don Taylor. And things are changing in my personal life too. This evening's kind of important. I'm taking Rob to meet my parents for the very first time. I just hope it goes well.
1.27.
I can't believe we got here so late.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I had to finish that article for Dawn.
Don't forget the chocolates.
Okay. Oh no!
I don't believe it. Don't tell me you forgot them.
I think they're still on my desk.
You're kidding.
You know what my desk's like.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
Oh.
Why don't you ever tidy it?
We could go and buy some more.
How can we get some more? We're already late. Hi there!
You made it!
Sorry we're late. So this is my mom and dad, Harry and Sally. And this, of course, is Rob.
Hello.
It's so nice to meet you at last.
Yes, Jenny's finally decided to introduce you to us. Good to meet you.
Come in, come in.
Mom, I'm really sorry. We bought you some chocolates, but we left them at the office.
Oh, what a pity. Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We know what a busy young woman you are. And your mom has made way too much food for this evening anyway.
Oh, Harry.
But I also have some good news.
Really? What's that?
Well, you know we have a new boss.
Mm-hmm.
He's still new to the job and needs support. So today, he made me the managing editor of the magazine.
So you've got a promotion. How fantastic!
That's great news. Hey, does that mean Jenny's going to be your boss, Rob?
Yes, I guess so.
Well, not exactly. I'm a manager, but I'm not Rob's manager.
Let's go and have dinner.
What a great idea.
1.28. 1.
Don't forget the chocolates.
Okay. Oh no!
I don't believe it. Don't tell me you forgot them.
I think they're still on my desk.
You're kidding.
2.
Mom, I'm really sorry. We bought you some chocolates, but we left them at the office.
Oh, what a pity. Never mind.
3.
But I also have some good news.
Really? What's that?
4.
So you've got a promotion. How fantastic!
That's great news.
5.
Let's go and have dinner.
What a great idea.
1.29.
You're kidding. I don't believe it.
Really? How fantastic!
That's great news.
What a great idea!
Oh no!
What a pity. Never mind.
$1.30.
You know, our Jenny has done incredibly well, Rob. She's the first member of our family to study at Harvard. She's a very capable and ambitious young woman.
Dad.
No, it's true, Jenny.
But what about you, Rob? How do you see your career? Do you see yourself going into management?
Me? No, not really. I'm more of a writer.
Really? What kind of things do you write?
Interviews, reviews, things like that. And I'm doing a lot of work for the online magazine.
Rob's a very talented writer, Dad. He's very creative.
That's great, but being creative doesn't always pay the bills.
You know, my dad's a very keen photographer. He took all of these photos.
Oh, Rob won't be interested in those.
But I am interested. I mean, I like photography. And I think I recognize some of these people.
That's because most of them are of Jenny.
But there are some great jazz musicians, too. That's Miles Davis. And isn't that John Coltrane? And that's Wynton Marsalis.
You know about Wynton Marsalis?
Know about him? I've interviewed him.
How incredible! I love that guy. He's a hero of mine.
Well, he's a really nice guy. I spent a whole day with him, chatting and watching him rehearse.
Really? I want to hear all about it.
Have a cookie, Rob.
Go ahead, son. Sally makes the best cookies in New York.
$1.31. 1,
How do you see your career?
2,
Not really. I'm more of a writer.
3,
Interviews, reviews, things like that.
4,
I mean, I like photography.
5,
That's because most of them are of Jenny.
6,
How incredible!
7,
Well, he's a really nice guy.
8.
Go ahead, son.